Hello, this is Yin, and I'm here with Helmut.
Hi, Yin.
Hi. So Helmut, I get asked by people wanting our service right all the time. Yin, I want to talk to a reference of yours, a client of yours that succeed well. Can I talk to one? So I just want to address that in this video right now.
Well, all right, let's address it. As you well know, Yin, we're in business now 17 some years, whatever. And more or less about 8 or 9 years ago, and you were here already,
right?
We have completely stopped giving reference.
Right.
Now a reference, not to be confused that we don't take referrals. People refer us, but even there, remind me to make a note on that. So anyway, by reference we mean, well, I like your service, but give me some people who it worked for.
Right.
Well, let me right away tell you, and you know that, what we tell our clients is this: if asking for a reference and getting a reference in any shape and form would have any value at all, if that would be a workable something, there wouldn't be a single business owner, person, doctor, whatever, who would make any type of bad decision. Basically, everything he does, every ad he ever takes out, every employee he ever hires, every machine he ever buys, everything he does would always work perfectly.
And that's not true.
Oh, well, it's not true by a long shot. You know what I mean? Literally, 8 or 9 out of 10 businesses go broke within a year, 2 or 3. Now that's not quite true for dentists and doctors, but a superb amount of them are hugely suffering financially. Very, very badly suffering. Not even close to coming to the glory and to the finance and to the freedom of time they envisioned when they went into medical school some 10, 20, 30, 40 years ago. Okay? So this doesn't work, and it is normal why it doesn't work. Just look at history. You've sent what, 5 people to or 50 people to the same college, same teacher, same class. Let's take dentists, since we deal with lots of dentists.
Right.
2, 3 of them come out being super good dentists, and that doesn't even mean they're now super good business people. They're just super good dentists, or they're super good business people, maybe bad dentists, but they succeed in life. 5, 6, 10 of them miserable fail. I mean, they're just losers. Same college.
Same college.
And the rest, 30, 40 of them, average Joe Schmitz. Couldn't get more average.
Right.
Even the exiting dean of Harvard a couple, 2, 3 years ago in an interview with Charlie Rose. You know Charlie Rose?
Yes, the interviewer.
Yeah, on television. He said, I don't know the name of the dean anymore. He said, he says, even though we create pretty good people in our university, the people who are super great, and he mentioned, I think, Mr. Immelt, I think is his name, the current CEO of IBM.
Of IBM, yeah.
He says, those type of people, we have nothing to do with it. They are making it. So in any case, we even have had clients who got referred,
by a client of ours.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. By a client of ours.
Yeah.
And failed miserably.
Sure.
Not once, but several times.
Right.
In fact, we almost don't like those people by now. Why? Because they do it because it worked for their friend.
Right. And I've talked to many doctors, small business owners out there, whereby they talk about a program that they did before. They spent a lot of money, and they were like complaining about it. I say, why do you sign up with this program in the first place? Well, I talked to a few people, and then it sounds good,
Right.
and but it didn't work out for me.
Right. And we always hear people talking about one particular consulting competition we have. I mean, not one, we have many, but about a company, and throughout the last 10 years, there's hardly any company where we didn't hear great stories from that company.
Right.
Super success. We said, did you do consulting before? And the guy goes, oh yeah, I had this and that company, and worked fantastic. And then we had Other people, same company. Oh, those are the biggest rip-off there are.
Right.
Same company.
Right.
You know?
Exactly.
And you know, doctors usually should realize, you know, that there are some people, they come into the practice, especially doctors, you know, chiropractors, and just about anybody, any doctor. So patients come into the practice and life stinks. Their wife is garbage and just everything stinks. And they don't heal well. Medicine doesn't work on them. Well, same in consulting. You know? So in any way...
So it's the attitude of the business owner.
That's right. If he's not involved emotionally, wants to do it, has a drive to do it, just like a child gotta have the drive to do it. It's, again, you have 3, 4 children with the same parents, they didn't change anything, loving, caring, or maybe they were scumbags and beat the kids like crazy. Funny enough, some of the kids become quite wonderful, you know, some become bums, or even worse, become criminals, right?
Yes.
Here's what I always say, you know, doctor or Mr. Business Owner, so you want a reference. Let me ask you, when you met your wife decades ago, whenever, did you ask her for 3 referrals before you went going out with her?
Her former boyfriends, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
3 former boyfriends, you know, 4 maybe, yeah? And they laugh and they go, well, that has nothing to do with it, that's idiotic. No, it's not, because it's emotional. I love my wife. She happens to love me. Well, that doesn't mean other men would get along with her. And that doesn't mean other women would like and love me.
So what's the lesson that we should really, you know, learn from this, get out from this?
Go and do it for yourself. You've got to do things because you believe there's a basic. You go, if this works, if this is thin. And then, you know, I know doctors and business owners say, well, but I need to know whether I can trust you and whether you will be here, whether you not be running with your money. Jesus Christ, there are not so many crooks out there to run with the money and to go. And again, you need to do it. Why do some seminars work for all people? I mean, for some people all seminars work, and for other people they will tell you all the bullshit. You know what I mean? Every television product they buy is all garbage. Can't buy it. It's so bullshit. I buy so many television products, including CDs and things. They always work. No? If they sometimes don't work, it isn't that it don't work. It is I made a misdecision on that wasn't quite the right thing. I misunderstood that or whatever. But no referral will help with that. We will always only give the best reference.
That's
so
right.
The potential client is already out of luck. Because we only give him the good ones.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. He will never know whether we pay him or not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not that most companies do people pay. They don't. Again, it worked for them because they wanted it, they liked it, no different than a marriage.
Right. And that's why I found the common denominator of successful business owners. They try and try and try to do and do and do, and they attend courses, they go seminars, they hire consultants. They don't really worry so much about, oh, will this one and only consultant be the one and only for me? They don't worry about that. They keep on doing and trying.
Exactly. Just like with medicine and with everything else. And people need to realize they have to take responsibility, not take the cause of the responsibility of that guy who succeeded or who didn't succeed. Right?
Right.
Well, all right. So go to the website below, give us a call. But don't call us for references. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.